Okay, so this will be live on Facebook in moments and maybe on YouTube too. We'll see. It's being a little tricky. But then our friends who are watching can join us, and we are now live on Facebook for people to watch and tune in, and there we go. And maybe we're on YouTube as well. I don't fucking know. I just push some buttons. Hey, Nick.
Hello, Kelly. How are you today?
I am doing great. I love that our color palette is similar. We didn't plan this.
You said dress nice. This is what we came up with. This
So
is great.
cheers, friend. Cheers to episode 200 and your 5th appearance on this show. So there we
Episode
go.
200, Five Timers Club. It's a great day.
Yay.
Been a good week. Been a good year so far.
It has been a good year so far. January was kind of wacky and very long, but it was good. It was okay. We're doing good. We are here today making live. This is not pre-recorded in any way. The steak and mushroom cobbler with Elvis Biscuits. That's what we're doing today. And we're going to have some special guests on the show today. We have the specialist of special with our 5-timer here. Nick is joining me, but we also have some other guests coming in. And because it is episode 200, that means it's been 50 episodes since my parents were last on the show. So mom and dad are going to come by with their top 10. So it's going to be good.
So exciting.
Yeah. Nick, tell the friends at home what we have done so far. We've done a little bit of pre-prep before filming.
So you need some dough. So we've made Elvis biscuits. They're your basic drop biscuits, except you use lard instead of butter. You don't want to over knead it. So we got those. I'm going to pop those in the oven right now. I've got a little bit set aside for the cobbler top. We've also browned the skirt steak already. I went with a nice stew meat skirt steak, about 1.75 pounds, I believe. So I've reserved that, and we're about to move on to the next step, which is the onions and the garlic.
Yahoo! It smells so good in this kitchen. I am a sucker for like onion, garlic smells. Just doing, it's happy. It's happiness. And we have put in the oven a couple of biscuits. We're just going to show you the remainder of the dough. This is not what the recipe says, but with the remainder of the dough, we're just going to cover that as our topping. The recipe kind of has a different preparation for it, but Nick and I thought we would do a couple biscuits, the rest for the topping. So our topping is here. Yeah. And Nick, I'm proud to tell you, this is the very first time I've ever bought lard.
You know, it's also the first time I've ever bought lard.
Yay! This is great. My favorite part of lard is reading the ingredients. Would you like to know what they are? I'll tell you. They are lard. BHA, BHT, and citric acid.
Yes. I told a friend of mine, a cooking buddy, and he laughed at me because he's bought lots of lard, and he in fact sent away for like a $40 tub of Wagyu tallow, so super duper fancy lard to use on things. And I want to sneak over his house now and make a grilled cheese sandwich with it.
Oh my gosh, you should. You know what one of my favorite grilled cheese sandwiches to make? Doing it with latkes.
Ooh.
Doing a potato latke, then the cheese, and then a latke. Oh, then call your doctor, because that's high in cholesterol. All right. So what we will start with in terms of cooking now, we're going to head straight to the Curtis Stone steak and mushroom cobbler recipe, which when this goes up on my YouTube page, if it's not already there now, because it was hard for me to do both, I will be putting a link to the recipe on both the Facebook page and my YouTube channel later today. So as Nick mentioned, steak's been done. Now we're going to move over to cooking our garlic and our onions, which I have pre-chopped. What about you, Nick?
Mine are pre-chopped as well. They're already on.
Nice. All right, I will get to it. Perfect. Amazing. So are you a bit of a celebrity now for having in your friend community for having been on this 5 times?
You know, it is a little tiresome getting stopped in the grocery store as much as I have been the last couple of weeks, but you know, it's worth it. You know, it's for the children. It's been fun. It's been a ride.
I'm
These are
glad.
my biscuits about to go in the oven.
Beauties, mine are about to come out, so I'll be able to show you guys at home what mine look like. I've got some garlic going in. I apologize, no one's gonna see what is happening on the stovetop because I don't own enough cameras, but it'll be fine, right? It's the name of the show. All right, so garlic and onions are going in. He suggests to stir it with a wooden spoon. Any idea, Nick, why they always recommend wooden spoons?
Probably got a kickback from the wooden spoon folks. That's always my guess.
It's a big industry, the wooden spoon industry. I was thinking it probably retains a lot of flavors. Or maybe the metal doesn't affect a dish. I should look this up.
Well, it
What I
is.
should do. Also,
It's
friends.
easier on the cookware than a metal one.
Yeah. Also, friends, hot tip, good life hack. If you're putting things on the stovetop, turn your burner on. it's helpful. All right, so we're doing this. This is going to be a solid dinner, a steak and mushroom cobbler. And I'm going to forewarn folks watching live, you may hear dogs barking or parents arguing because this isn't edited, so I can't cut that shit out today.
No safety net here.
Yeah. Nick, where did you get that fashionable hat?
Fashionable hat. I actually stole this from the costume department of Six Flags. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I mistakenly, totally accidentally forgot to turn it in one day with my uniform as I worked in food service selling lemon chills. So it was basically a glorified hairnet, and I had several of them through the years. In college, I like to wear them quite a bit. This is the last one I have left. I don't wear it very often anymore, but it's a cooking special occasion. So what else but this one?
That is awesome. I got this dress for free from my cousin. So I didn't steal it. She gave it to me. Yeah, I'll show the friends at home. There's my garlic and my onions going here. Smell it, so good. So good.
Delicious.
It is good. It is a good thing. Now, Nick, Super Bowl Sunday's coming up. How are you prepared?
I'm going to a friend's house. We're making chili. I think I'm not 100%. I haven't been given my instructions yet. I might do the mini quiche thing as an app. The breadcrumb crust that we did for our quiche bake. It's really great for mini quiches. If you do that in a muffin tin, don't have to mess around with a whole bunch of little tiny doughs. It's pretty easy.
Well, that's
So
good.
do that and drink some beer. We'll have a good time.
That sounds like a good plan. I put on your Facebook page a giant sandwich, a stadium styled out of sandwiches. You weren't a big fan.
Not that I wasn't a big fan. It was just the other joke. That would be amazing and cool. That's a lot of. One time we did get for a Super Bowl party the 12-foot sub sandwich that just comes on a 2x4. It's a good. Yes, it wasn't. No, trust me. That was nice. I was just making a joke. It was a great thing. The stadium made out of cold cuts and cheeses and stuff, but you almost feel bad eating it. It's just like, man, like are you supposed to eat it, or are you just supposed to,
Sure. Yeah. Is it just decoration or consumption?
Yeah.
All right. Once your garlic and your onions are done, it is saying to add it to the beef that you have already pre-cooked. So I'm gonna get my beef into a bigger bowl, and then they're just gonna hang out. They're gonna have a little meet cute, meet cute puns. But anyways, I hope everyone watching on wherever the fuck I've put this is enjoying this. All right, my biscuits are done. So let me grab that. All right. Put this off. Let's look at some biscuits, shall we? I love biscuits. I love doing like chicken with dumplings and getting like those nice biscuits on top of your chicken and dumplings. It's so good. Oh,
Like a breakfast biscuit. That's good stuff.
there's mine, Nick.
Ooh, that was good.
Not beautiful. All right, I'm gonna set these aside because it's hot as fuck. Not gonna touch these for a minute. Put those there. And oh, Nick, we've got company. Let's see who's here.
Are they there?
Who could it be?
Could it be?
Oh, could it? It's Dino.
Dino?
Yay!
We love Dino.
I love Dino too. Hey, Dino.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's super duper. I'm just I thought I'd pop in. I'm on time. I'm on time, right? I'm not.
You are 2 minutes early for
That's
our
perfect,
planned
yeah.
surprise appearance. So, it's good, bud.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And you're in blue too. We didn't plan this.
But I definitely look like the dishwasher. Like, let's be honest. You guys look very front of house, and even like Nick is on display. Like he's the guy who cooks in that window, and he's like pretending to cook in front of everyone. That's definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no problem. I clean dishes. It's okay.
What's on your painting there in the background?
Oh, it says vent. No, they were here.
Yeah.
And the vert hits the ferk, just derp. Because I feel like that makes so much more sense, you know?
It does. It does. So for the cooking, friends playing at home, you're next going to heat some more oil, and then we are going to add the mushrooms and then the carrots. So that's what's happening. Dino, it just came up on my Facebook memories. It was 2 years ago you were in the kitchen.
No, it's
Nuts.
it's crazy. You have been very busy, and look how much you've done. Look how much fancier you are now, right? It's amazing. It's, if anything, you won the pandemic. I feel like you won it. It's a little, you're kind of rubbing it in people's faces, but I dig it. It's fair. I lost weight. It's fine. You gotta just, run with it.
I gained weight. We're even, Dino. It's fine.
Listen, okay? You're a normal sized lady. I'm a giant. I lost like a large animal, okay? So don't don't dim my sparkle here, Kelly. No.
That's fair. Nick, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Dino,
Okay.
how tall are you?
6'2".
I'm 5'4".
Yeah. I can fold you, put you in the pockets. Save
We
for
have
later.
another guest. Let's welcome another guest. Who could it be?
Oh my.
Hi, Tara. Yeah. Yay.
Tara.
Oh, this is exciting. Tara's here. If she's in blue, I'm gonna lose my shit. That's gonna be amazing.
I was watching on Facebook and I'm like, oh, we're all wearing blue. Well, that's gonna happen now.
Don't worry, I'm here to balance us out.
You're in the palette zone. It's good. Hey,
Great.
Tara, how's it going? Oh, she's
It's good. How are you?
Okay.
Happy 200.
Thank you. Oh, Tara's going to be like in flipbook format. It's going to be great. It's good. Dino, am I
I'm
live on
working
Facebook or YouTube
right now.
or anything?
Yeah, you're on
Okay.
Facebook. You are live on
Okay.
Facebook. That's where I was watching, and I was like, there's a whole history around the wooden spoon that you definitely could get into. Especially their bamboo is very good for, I think it's antimicrobial. It's anti some scientific word, and it's good for you. That's why those utensils are apparently good. Also stainless steel and that kind of stuff. I'm a nerd. I'm just a black hole of information.
It's all good. I like the stiltedness of Tara right now. It's fun.
It's been killing me because
Because
every
it's like
time
a different pose every second.
I know, and I'm like, it's very rock paper scissors. I'm like, is it gonna be happy? Is it gonna be sad? Is it gonna be angry? Who knows? But it's gonna
Yeah,
be great.
mushrooms are going in. Mushrooms are going in. Nick, how are your biscuits?
5 more minutes on the biscuits. Adding the carrots right now to the skillet.
Excellent. All right, I gotta add more oil to this. Oh man,
I don't think in 2022 we're allowed to just go ask people, "Hey, how are your biscuits?" I feel like that's, or maybe you're taking ownership of that. That's fair, just have the right to ask a man how his biscuits are in public.
Well, we're in polite company. I think it's okay. I think it's good.
It's really not polite because everyone here swears like a sailor. It's great. I enjoy it.
That is true. Dino, I do have to ask while we're waiting on Nick's biscuits.
Yeah.
Dude, what's the deal with you and not making stews? I need to know.
It was just, I tried. Okay, so I love cooking. I enjoy cooking, but I am in an environment that is not crazy person friendly when it comes to the kitchen. Let's call it that, because I like things to be in a very specific order and place and how I do things. Now, also too, I don't clean during because I am an asshole. I will wait until the end and everything will be a mess, and then I just start working when I finally finish all the crazy amount of food that I've cooked. So, so I would.
That just gave me high blood. I can't.
I know. Listen. I'm not a good person, but I'm also not a monster. Okay, like I do bad things, but not the worst. Okay, so
I'm going to disagree. That's very monstrous. I can't. No.
It's not like
We're
I
not
did it
doing
at someone else's house. It was my own house. I'm allowed. That is my God-given right. Okay, I won't be shamed.
What God do you worship that gave you that right? There is no God. God was never here.
What are you doing, Nick?
12. Sorry.
What's that, Nick?
I just don't have enough counter space if I don't clean as I go along. I'd run out. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Not all of us have islands in the sun in the middle of our kitchen.
Carrots are in, friends. Carrots are in. Just letting you know.
I
This
love
is
having
fun.
an island though. When you cook, a friend of mine, he moved into a place and the kitchen had like a massive island with a bar area, and I was like, oh, I need to cook here. It'd be so great. But yeah, so I don't really cook here anymore. But when I tried to cook a stew, it didn't go well, and all the chunks of meat, like I got it cubed, and I was like, great. But the cubes were like, when you say, oh, it's a cube, but it was more like a square. Like it wasn't a cube, it was a square. And that's not apparently good for stews. So it was not
geometry.
Yeah, I was disappointed as a Greek man that it happened to me. I was like, I have brought shame to my house.
I don't think so, bud.
I make a killer lasagna though. I'll do that.
Oh, we'll need to do that the next time you're in the new kitchen.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'll need to happen for sure.
I make it this big though.
Now, this of course is Nick's 5th time on the show, which is awesome.
You got some sort of crown, I see. That's amazing.
He's got a crown. Yeah. My gift that I sent him has not yet arrived. So F Canada Post.
I feel that's fair.
In Canada.
Yeah. It's not cool. But
it's entirely possible the problem was on the American end. Like, let's be honest, who knows where it could be.
But
I think America's had enough, responsibility for problems that are happening right now. I feel like we shouldn't be adding on.
You can always pile on the post office. That's another target.
Yeah. That's been a dumpster fire since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
since
true.
Kevin Costner started. No, yeah. What?
But with Tara popping in, this is Tara's 5th appearance on It'll Be Fine. What?
Yeah, suck it, Nick.
Listen, I'm checking the biscuits. I missed it. I'm sorry.
We were just saying, Nick, with this pop-in for Tara here, it is her 5th appearance on It'll Be Fine.
What?
Yeah,
What'd
but I'm
you
not
make
cooking
us?
today, so
No, we gotta count it.
Hey, when it's your 5th appearance, I feel like the work goes to other people and you're there just for the show. Like
I feel like Tom Hanks. Like I need a jacket
exactly. You just need to show up and you're like, listen, I've done this 5 times.
I'll send you.
I don't have to prove anything. Yeah.
Nick, Dino, I think you're now at number 3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
Well,
maybe 4.
No, I think it's 3.
You're 3.
Well,
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
We've had him on House Blend
well.
a couple times, and that gets confusing.
It's true.
Well,
I'm gonna have to look at my.
I take up a lot of this square. Like not.
If you bring up the chat and you just search the word recipe, you can literally find all the times that Kelly has sent you a recipe. And then you go, okay, I remember what show we did this for. And that's what I did last night. I'm like, brownie bark, matcha cookies, pistachio sales, Van Skap Kaka. And I was like, tomorrow's going to be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you something. It may get to you before Nick. Who knows? I don't know.
I didn't even know Nick was coming to me. That's going to be awesome.
So for those watching, with the mushrooms and the carrots on the stovetop, I'm now at the point where I'm adding the flour. We're gonna start to make a bit of a roux. Roux, which will be exciting. How's everyone's days been? What have you gotten up to, Tara and Dino?
I'm killing it on the Facebook. Oh yeah, it's much worse than mine. Yeah.
I'm doing worky things. This is yeah.
Oh man.
We're managing people selling cruises. That's what we're doing right now. Because that's what I do. I manage people that sell cruises.
I feel like that's a job where you have to learn how to use a cattle prod very discreetly. Is that just a quick and more than 4 seconds? It's abuse. Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, that seems right.
Oh, I
feel like you enjoy
this for abuse. Shit, I've been going 10.
Well, you're new. That's fair. It seems.
I mean, masochism's cool, right?
If anything,
my mom
maybe
said.
By keeping it short, it's a punishment more so because you don't go too long. You know, that might be it. Don't go too long. They'll start to enjoy it.
If you use the word tickle, everything's fine. It doesn't hurt. It tickles. Just.
Listen, that didn't work when I had 3 brothers. It's not going to work now. It's not. I just tickled him. What's the big deal?
I can tickle myself.
Oh.
I cannot. Wait, you're weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, I know. I can't scratch my feet. I tickle myself.
Well, I tickle my own feet. Yeah, that's
weird.
Okay. That's not so weird. Do you have to pee when your feet tickle?
No.
Depends on
Okay,
how
now
long.
I'm double weird. What?
What, Nick?
Depends on how long the tickle is.
I don't kink shame.
Dark. Time to add your beef back to the.
Speaking of awkward, let's add the meat.
If you're looking for a place to lay some meat down, we got a bucket right here, ready to go. It's fair.
Come on down to Kelly's Corner. Slap your meat anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So in the stovetop now, or on the pan of the stovetop, we've got the beef, we've got the onions, the garlic, the mushrooms, the carrots.
And you're making a roux.
We're waiting on Nick's biscuits. It looks like Nick froze this time. Oh no, there he is.
No, I'm in the broth and the wine right now.
Oh, he is at broth and wine time. Okay, he's ahead of me.
He's so committed.
Wow.
It's the hat. It's the hat. It changes a man.
Hat.
It changes a man.
I'm very impressed by the hat. I almost feel like I should go put on a tie or a strand of pearls or something. I'm very underdressed.
Well, I already claimed the role of dishwasher. That's, you know, like I have that.
Yeah.
I have the apron that's only at the bottom and there's like a lot of towels. Just I feel like that fits. And I'm like, no, it's not all fat.
I'm going to claim the role of drunk aunt, and I'm just going to take my wine over to the couch once dinner's done. And
oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that works. All right.
I know my role.
Broth and my wine in there now. Catching up to Nick. I don't have the fun hat. In our little pre-meet the other day, we were getting into a discussion about Charleston chews, which I just want to bring to the interwebs. I'm a fan.
Same.
Yeah.
Is it Okay, what's a Charleston chew? Is that like a score bar?
No.
Softer.
Butterfinger?
It's a vanilla taffy.
Wonder bar?
Coated in chocolate. So it's basically like a hard marshmallow that's coated in chocolate, but it's chewy. And if you freeze it, it gets hard and you can injure someone with it.
I don't think we have anything comparable in Canada, to a Charleston chew.
I feel like that's the line. If it's not available, like you guys have some weird candy where it's like, there's a reason why it's in American. It's, because you guys have a lot more, it's a larger span of weirdos, like it's gone a certain
the Necco wafer.
No,
that's
weird here. We eat a lot of weird stuff.
You don't have the Necco wafer?
Yes, we do. You can buy them here.
You gotta have a Necco wafer.
There is a store at Young and Bloor. There used to be a candy store. I don't know if it's still there, but you could buy them there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
was it like one of those British ones? Because I know Necco wafers are in.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But you guys also call Rockets Smarties, which is weird because we have Smarties.
Yeah, and
Very
like,
troublesome. Because
Smarties for us are like M&Ms.
well, they're like
Those are sixlets.
Did you just say 6 Schlitz? I don't know.
Sixlets. Sixlets. They're the like off-brand M&M.
I've never
It's
heard
what the
of
poor
those.
kids get in their stockings.
Oh,
I mean, that's what I got in my Christmas
Smarties
stockings.
they're not as good as M&Ms. They're different, but they're significantly better than mini M&Ms. Mini M&Ms are the worst. That's for sure.
guys, do you guys want to see what's happening on the stovetop?
It'd be great.
We
came here for a show.
So Smarties in
go.
Canada are chocolate?
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
It really
smells
does.
great.
Smarties in America are like a sweet tart. This is okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
so they're just
it's
that's just
different
sugar that's been pressed, right? Is a Smartie and
Yeah.
For us, those are called rockets.
We call those rockets.
For me, a rocket is a red, white, and blue popsicle. They're frozen. That's a rocket pop.
Yeah, that's a
Or
rocket
bomb.
pop.
What was that, Nick?
That's a rocket pop
Yeah.
or a bomb pop.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Those are the same.
chocolate covered candy balls, you call those Smarties?
Yes. And there's a
call
jingle.
those-
When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? Do you crunch them very slowly or suck them very fast? Eat that candy coated chocolate, but don't tell me when I ask, when you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? I hope I don't have to
I can
pay for
agree.
that.
There's a
You
song.
lost me at suck 'em fast. I'm sorry.
Well,
The 12-year-old in me exploded and died at that
here,
point.
that's okay. That's them.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Smartie. No, there we go.
No, that's not. No.
No,
No. That's factual. That's not.
a
We're not
proper
pretending.
Smartie.
No, it's Canada. You're wrong. I'm sorry.
Hey, Nick,
Why
let's
are you
check
still
in.
there?
Let's check in to see how Nick's biscuits are doing. Nick,
Biscuits
Where's your biscuits?
just came out of the oven.
oh, they look beautiful. These
Oh my God, they do look beautiful. Damn it!
These are mine.
You deserve your crown. That's fair.
All
Those are
right,
some
and we
gorgeous
got the
biscuits.
stuff simmering on the stovetop for about 15 minutes of the the wine and the broth and the thyme and the mustard and the meat.
Did you use your mustard already?
I did.
So along with the first time I ever bought lard, that was the first time I've ever bought Grey Poupon. So I got some Grey Poupon because we're being fancy.
I have never owned Grey Poupon.
That's like,
Ooh.
tell me you've made it without telling me you've made it. It's like, bam,
Right.
Grey Poupon. Yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
Tell me you drive a Rolls Royce and stop and ask people for mustard at intersections. Do it.
right. Like that's a thing that you've done. Like,
Someone do
Yeah.
that.
I
Well, hey,
assume.
it's,
Uh,
yeah.
Fun fact that I happened to look up before we came on about M&Ms, because we were talking about the Smarties and all that.
Yes.
M&M's chocolate candies came out in 1941 to push what was at that time a chocolate disinterest. People weren't buying chocolate. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, what?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, there were
You said-
low
you said
chocolate-
1941?
There were low chocolate sales.
Oh, wow.
So to
Half-
boost it, they created the M&M chocolate candy.
That was around the same time that half the world was crazy and murderous. That's fair.
Yeah. Maybe
There were if anything, chocolate saved the world. By bringing chocolate back into our lives, everyone calmed down.
that's
True story.
it. Yeah.
That's,
And then the war happened.
well,
Yeah.
you can only hold that damn for so long.
I mean,
Yeah.
World War II and chocolate. I never thought there was a correlation till now.
The
Do
more
not
you
go down
know.
that rabbit hole.
Cheers.
I'm not going down any rabbit hole. What rabbit? There's a rat.
Nick, make sure your oven's at 375 for the next portion of this. That's what I'm doing next. And We are we're a couple minutes away from a surprise appearance from my mom and dad for the top 10 list of episodes so far.
Fantastic.
They're coming soon, but they're excited. My dad's been thinking of bits to do, so it's great.
I will get my prepared laugh
That
ready.
is
No
amazing.
problem.
I am so excited.
I
Don't
can't
know
wait.
what's gonna happen. But
Listen.
we just told them to like put on pants. So
That's fair.
That's the only requirement. Okay, I'm gonna let you know right now I'm breaking the rules, Kelly.
I don't have pants on either. I'm in a dress, so I got no pants.
I'm totally lying. I'm wearing jeans. I went to
Oh.
that opposite end of the spectrum. I
Oh.
know. I work from home and I wear jeans. What kind of a monster am I?
Well, definitely one that likes to use a cattle prod. Apparently, he's just like, I want suffering.
What did I tell you about kink shaming?
You know how you can't be productive in sweatpants. It's just unless you're like working out, you can't do office work in sweatpants.
No.
It depends on if the bottoms are stretchy or loose. I think is if the bottoms are loose, then
That's much better. I'll give you that. That's an improvement. Because then, yeah, maybe.
That's fair.
Mine's a matter. I'm sitting all day. So what kind of humidity is going to go on? What kind of fabric is there? Is it breathable? Is it going to allow for cool and comfort? This is what I need. I need a pants I can flip like a pillow and get a cold side midway through the day.
Oh,
I feel like that should be like a thing, a button you press on your chair, like you sit up and poof, it just flips over. That's a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Shark Tank on the phone.
Oh, totally. Nick, how is your sauce looking? Is it thick?
It's simmering and has not thickened yet.
All right. Good. We're going to be thicker than we are. Yeah. Who isn't really?
Wow. Yeah.
To get thicker.
Who isn't? I got another cool candy fact. I was just looking up candy facts before this, like for no apparent reason. Rock candy. We've all seen rock candy. We know it. Do you know what that is?
Like the sugar, like on
On
a
the
stick, where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So apparently, that used to be used as a cough and cold remedy, and it was made with rock candy and rye.
That makes sense. It's for the
But
kids,
But they stopped doing that once Prohibition hit. Now
which
it's
we
just-
all know was the devil.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. Like,
you know,
listen,
more people went blind during Prohibition that needed to, because they were like, oh, well, people can drink this other kind of alcohol and get drunk. And then they started putting in the other stuff and the ethanol. and I don't know.
turpentine.
I wasn't paying that much attention during that episode of Drunk History, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of blindness happened during Prohibition.
Yeah, no, that's true though. That like people were killed, people drowned in alcohol because of like it's a horrible thing. It was Prohibition.
Yeah,
is
I
the work of
agree.
the devil.
Prohibition is a horrible thing.
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah, no,
plus
we're on the
the
same page.
organized crime guys that got their eyes knocked out. So all around blindness.
Yeah,
It's
true story.
Okay.
There's a part of Toronto called the Junction that was I think they only became they were dry I think until the early 2000s if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, Dino, if you have time to look that one up.
I can try.
Is this
That's
on
see-
purpose?
But it's true. It was a section of Toronto that had no bars, I think until like the late 90s. It was crazy. Yeah, it was dry for a really long time.
2000 until the year 2000.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's still pockets here or there in America where they're dry counties and things like that, or like a lot of places are actually dry on Sundays.
We've all seen the hill has eyes. That's fine. Those people are weird. No, listen, I don't. So coming from a European household, it was like there was never any shame about drinking. It was more my parents were worried about, listen, if you want to drink, let's drink, no problem. But it's not healthy to go drink in some field somewhere. Like that's dangerous. And then someone's going to drive. You know,
Yeah.
be responsible. Like it was more so
Yeah.
be responsible. That's why when people are like, "Oh, you can't drink; it's forbidden," you're like, "Hey, go to hell."
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
you're like, I can if I do it right. Practice makes perfect.
Listen, I've
But you
looked
started
over
us
the age of
young.
19 since I was 15. I deserve to drink. Okay.
All right, friends, I've got the, I'm gonna bring the camera over. My sauce is a bit thicker, I think, than Nick's. Let's just do this here.
Brag, why
Like
don't you?
that.
Culinary superiority right there. So
Exactly.
mine's actually
I
come
too
together
am very
perfectly.
humble.
This is great camera work here. It's really good. All right. I'm doing my best, Dino.
No, you're doing great.
When
You're
you
doing
were on
great.
this show, there is no way I could have done this much talking and cooking.
You know what? But also too, like I saw that picture that came up on memories, and I was like, "There's a lot more of my body outside of this picture," and that makes me feel happy. Because I'm smaller. Like I'm still not small, but I can line up for free food again. That's
Hey,
nice.
come on in, Mom. Hey guys, my mom's here. We're gonna get the first half of the top 10. Oh, now she just walked away. That's not.
Oh.
It's not how this works.
Tease.
Come on in. Got a few minutes before we put this dish into the oven. I've got my pan, my baking dish all ready to go. Come on in, Mom.
Lovely.
Come on in. Oh, she's got her wine. Everyone.
Yeah, I'm,
Wow.
Come on over. Come on over.
congratulations
Come
on
over.
200 shows.
Hey, guys.
Hi,
It's my mom.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You got your wine. We'll cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. We'll
Cheers.
cheers to Nick, who's got his drink there. There you go. Everyone, yay. Oh, the oven's ready.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dad's here.
I'll back up.
Oh my God, Dad. Okay, this is one of my dad's bits. Dad, come on in. Come, Dad.
Just in case.
You're not on camera. You're not on. Now my dad's wearing his mask, guys.
No.
He
It's,
thought this would be funny.
is that funny?
Very.
Awesome. Love it.
I appreciate the safety measure.
I feel safe. I feel safe.
Okay.
I do too. Yeah.
That's good. All right.
And
Dad.
accommodated. It's nice. It's nice when people
I
think about your
appreciate it,
needs.
Dad. You go back there with Mom for a quick sec.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do, since my dish is ready to go into the oven, Nick, I'm just gonna take this, pour it into the pan. Are you guys ready for dinner?
Yeah.
They're so excited. And they have their top list because they watch each episode, and now that we live together, they get to eat each episode. So
Everything's
it's-
set.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
it is a big deal. It is a big deal. All right. So while I do this, Mom, let's start with let's do the first three. Let's give the first three top episodes from my parents. Come on closer.
Okay, I mean, they're all very good. They're all delicious, and we're very lucky to even be able to enjoy them all. So,
Yeah, I like that
So
one.
say the episode number and the
so
dish.
it was
Yeah, that
episode,
was very nice.
episode number 154.
That was Helen Park. Helen
and
Park.
We had sugar-free coconut, chocolate cake.
Yeah, Helen
Sugar-
Park.
Imagine a sugar-free cake.
I know, it was great. It was really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we moved down to episode 163 with Dave.
Yeah,
and we
Dave
did a
Suzak.
pizza.
Wow.
Dave Suzak came on the show, episode 163, the pizza. So those are so far. With honorable mention in that first batch of Aaron Locke, who came on to do, what was it?
The banana caramel parfait.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Aaron Locke, honorable mention, but so far in our top 10, Dave Suzak and Helen Park.
I feel like this is the Oscars.
It kind of is. It kind of is. Nick, how is your dish going?
Oh,
It's still it's thickening it up, but I still got a little bit to go.
Perfect. So what I'm going to do next, just to interrupt you for a sec, Mom, is I'm going to take our biscuit dough here and I'm going to make the topping. Again, Nick and I are like doing this a little bit different from the recipe. I'm just going to plop on some balls of dough on top. It's fun to say balls, isn't it, Dino?
Yeah, it's trust me,
Isn't it fun?
highlight of your day.
It's
It
a
always
great-
is. It is.
It really is. All right.
Balls
let's
are
do
the
another-
highlight of your day. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
let's do another.
Listen.
top one.
Well, I know you told us and we enjoyed this
Yeah.
tabak, but I don't really remember quite what the word was that we would have understood it as.
Yeah, it was a pudding recipe we did with Aaliyah Brown. That was episode 165. She's also made the top 10. And my stepsister, Anne Marie, made an appearance
That's
on that
right.
one.
She had come in from
So-
Alberta and yeah, it
That
was
was good.
super, really super.
Are you guys loving this, Dina, Tara?
Fantastic.
Isn't it great?
Totally.
And then we moved
So
on
much
to
better than work.
Yeah, exactly.
We moved on to episode
That's fair.
173 with Reese.
Yeah, Reese Turner, our next top 10. We did fritters for that one.
Fritters.
Yeah.
They were
Delicious.
I'm gonna take a pause for a sec with you.
Okay.
All right, I am going to.
Oh, that looks so good.
It really does. Let me get. Let me get this on here. So what I am doing, friends, it looks like this.
Ooh.
Oh, that does
Yeah.
look good.
Okay. Smells
I'm so
amazing.
jealous.
It is going into an oven that is set at 375. And it is going to bake for approximately 25 minutes, but everybody's oven is different. Before you put it into the oven though, brush it with some melted butter. Got that, Nick? Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And the reason is?
It looks delicious.
What, because it's delicious. I'm just going with what Dino just said.
No, it does. It looks delicious. Like, let's be honest. It's the idea of topping a stew with a biscuit. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That you can't go wrong with that. Okay.
You
If
know
you're
what?
gonna
Yeah.
if you're gonna say that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Nick, I'm gonna take some of our pre-made biscuits and crumble them on top too. Just to add more biscuit goodness to this. Why
Never had
not?
too much biscuit.
All right, let's keep going with my mom. So what's
Okay,
another one?
after the fritters, we had this one was really 177.
Carly Palestina also makes the top 10 with
Salty, chewy pumpkin cookies.
salted,
Salty, chewy,
chewy
pumpkin
caramel
cookie.
pumpkin cookies. They were one of like the
Not
yummiest.
bad.
Yeah, that was episode 173.
Let's be honest. That could have been a not even good cookie, and it still would have been delicious, right? Like you're like
It's true.
It's-
Yeah. It's true.
salt, caramel, and pumpkin. Yeah, okay.
What else
And
we
then
got?
179, we did, or you did mushroom and cauliflower casserole. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was with Ryan Zeit.
Yeah, that was really.
Am I saying his last name right, Dino? Zeit?
Why do I know?
I don't know, it's because we're Canadian.
Zeitz? Zeit?
You're right.
I thought it was Zeitz.
I'm
Yes.
so-
There's one at a Z at the beginning and at the end. So I think it's
Exactly.
Ryan Zeitz, but
That's fair.
And then right after that, 180 with Brian Millward.
Yeah, that was, we did cake pops.
Snowball sweets.
Snowball sweets,
Nice.
is what we call those things.
Yeah.
And then we've got honorable
Jen.
mention as well. Oh,
We have Jennifer
oh,
McDonald.
that too. Yeah, Jennifer McDonald also made it.
Christmas cake cookies.
That was episode 181. So those are our top so far. We've got a couple more honorable mentions.
Yeah, Jeff Rosenthal
We did a chicken pot pie.
Mm.
and Darcia Armstrong.
Yeah, Darcia Armstrong, episode 188, did a butter tart, which is a Canadian treat. Americans don't have the butter tart.
Did he really?
What is a
Do you-
butter tart?
Do you know what a
Oh.
Nick, have you ever had a butter tart?
I might have. I don't think I call it a butter tart. Is it like no, I haven't. I'm thinking of a cream pie. No, I don't think I've had a butter tart.
It's a Canadian thing, Dino. You can claim that.
I've been to the butter tart festival here, eh? And it was awesome.
Okay, so you guys have a festival, but you haven't told me what it is. What is the
So-
thing I need to
Dino,
eat?
describe it. Go.
Happiness and joy in tart-like form that crumbles into deliciousness. So let's start with so it's
It's melted butter in a tart.
yeah, like
sugar.
and then with sometimes with pecans or sometimes people put raisins. Those people are weirdos,
Raisins,
but
yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah.
for yeah.
Like a pecan pie?
No,
Kind of.
well, so you would
Kind of.
say that, but not as abrasive to your senses.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like it's not
ridiculously
sweet. It's sweet, but it's not. Yeah,
I
it's
think
yeah.
I gotta consult the
Timer.
Googles on this.
yeah, it's a little bit of heaven because it's not as like pecan pie is overly sweet. I find right, and it's like
Yeah.
there's just
Mhm.
too much happening, and you're like you can't have a full slice, right? It's not. And I am the kind of guy that doesn't do half slices. I barely do half cakes.
Does that sound like what you've had, Nick?
No, I don't think I've had that at all. That sounds delightful though, and now I want to go to
Really
Canada and try one.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks like a cross between a quiche, a creme brulee, and a money shot.
Yeah, that's
And
accurate.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's fair.
Those are all things I like.
It is
Like I
gooey.
said.
Yeah,
For it.
that's fair. That's accurate. No, yeah. That's remember, we have French people up here. We're perverts. That's fine. Yeah.
It looks like you shoved maple syrup into a quiche crust and then topped it with creme brulee because it looks
Yes.
crispy on top and it's
Yeah.
ooey gooey and okay.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm for it.
on
It's-
top. While it looks crispy, it's actually almost like a little bit tacky on top instead.
Okay.
It's not actually hard, and that's what
I-
makes it really. Yeah, it's.
We
Quite
might have to make these.
There,
So-
watch
into that.
episode 188 with Darcia for how to walk through it, and I'll send you. You
Oh, yeah.
gotta make them. They're super good. We're gonna finish off our top 10 at number 2.
Oh, no,
We're gonna go that one. Yeah,
yeah, we're going 196.
yeah. So episode 196 with Rachel Rothenberg, the Queen Amon. It took us 6 hours to film that episode. There were 4 costume changes, I think, might have been 5, and there was a kitchen fire, but everything was fine in terms of Rachel's kitchen.
It'll be fine.
I'm golf clubbing that one because that episode is very well deserving to be in the top 10. Yes, upon
Yeah.
yes.
I
God,
feel like no one came out unscathed on that. That is a. Oh.
we have had cookies not come together. Desiree
Sure.
Walsh's episode, my friend Polly came on. The cookie just merged into one big cookie. We had not
cookie.
yet had a kitchen fire, but Rachel was fine. Everything was fine.
It'll be fine.
Oh,
It could have been worse.
Fine.
Yes.
And to round out the top 10,
We have the hazelnut sheet pan tart.
Hazelnut Sheet Pan Tart, Crisia Valente, episode 197. That forms our top 10 with a couple of honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Lori Gelman's Banana Bread.
Yeah, that was very.
That was episode
That
193.
was excellent.
And
and-
Ryan Sims.
195, Ryan Sims, Blueberry Crunch Cake. What?
Nice.
I mean, we're very fortunate because they're all so very, very tasty and they're things that we wouldn't have known to cook and do. And when you think this is episode 200 and all these things that she's presented, and we've been so fortunate to be able to try them all.
Thanks, Mom,
Nice.
Dad.
Yeah,
Yay. Now I'll give dinner later.
okay, we'll,
Bye, guys.
we'll take our.
Take a
wine out.
biscuit.
Oh, oh,
The
Biscuit.
cheers.
Take a biscuit. Get out of here.
Cheers, everyone.
I think that was fantastic. That was
All
fantastic.
morning, my dad was like, if I walk on with a mask, that's gonna be funny.
You know what? Tell him it was funny. It was hilarious.
Your
was great.
parents are so pure. I cannot even with them.
Yeah, you don't want to dim their sparkle at all. You're just like, yes,
No.
you are a funny man. You made us laugh. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Hey Nick, how's it looking in your kitchen?
I now didn't thicken up quite like I had hoped, so I took a little bit off, but it's in the pan. I'm about to put the biscuits on top. Looking
Beauty?
great.
Awesome.
I'm catching up.
So good.
Yeah, that looks really good. I
is
kind of
great.
hate both of you right now because I would totally love stew. Like,
Uh,
listen, I'll get chunky stew and I'll be like, it's good enough. I don't care. Like, and it's not. It's horrible.
Just me and you, Dinty Moore.
For those watching at home, after this, I will put the link in the comments to the recipe, and then on the YouTube, when this does go up on YouTube, because apparently I fucked that up. It will be in the show description. But that's okay. Dino told me, you were like, is everything set up for YouTube? And I went through everything, and I've done something weird. So,
It happens. Don't worry about it. This is the best part is that, okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It'll be fine. Baking. I love a good biscuit, and honestly, we can't have biscuits because I'll plow through whatever portion, whatever size package my wife
Yeah.
buys or makes. They're gone. That's what's gonna happen. I'm like, just
Did
I'll
you?
eat dry.
Dino didn't bake along the drop biscuits with us, did he? When we made the green
No.
onion and peppercorn drop biscuits.
No.
those were so good.
Those were so good.
I'll tell you right now, they could have been horrible. I still would have eaten the entire tray. It doesn't make
They
Talk
were
about
so.
the
I actually
cookbook that was
just ran
from.
across that recipe.
Yeah,
Huh?
what cookbook was that from again?
That
Alright.
was from the Serial Killer Cookbook. They're the Ed Kemper green onion and peppercorn biscuit.
yeah.
Look at Nick's screen.
That looks fantastic.
That looks good, dude.
Oh,
Looks really good.
Nick.
With
Liver.
the biscuits
Got
in
19
place,
minutes
here we
somewhere.
go.
Yeah,
And listen, Nick's biscuits looked fantastic as well.
you got some nice looking biscuits, Nick.
Yeah.
Wink.
There you go.
You guys are like hashtag me tooing him. You know that, right?
That's right.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey,
I wish I could say you're the first lady that's told me that, Kelly, but you're not.
Wow. He too is
Number
very
two.
humble.
listen, I worked in a restaurant once. I know how it is. That's fine.
There we go.
Like,
Just
don't worry.
listen,
I know.
listen, I got a lot of pats on my bottom and I just said, thank you, may I have another, and turned the other cheek. That's just
They
how it
did,
works.
they did turn out really great. They were delicious.
I'm
They
gonna
look really
I'm gonna
good.
try one. My parents took one. Let me give one a go.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Yeah. It was both Nick and I, it was our first time buying lard today. So yay.
Lard is where the flavor's at.
Oh, definitely. I've heard that before as well. Where
Mhm.
would you procure said lard?
I
This is the
procured
grocery
it at
store, next to
the
the
Metro
Crisco.
grocery store.
Okay.
Nick?
It's at the grocery store next to the solid shortening, just by the like the Crisco, the other
Okay.
vegetable
Yeah.
shortening.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, my grocery store was selling a special of 2 boxes of lard. But I was like, that's too much lard. I think I'm good.
I get
Um,
really, really aggravated when people are like, oh, but it's 2 for 1. I'm like, yeah, but I only need one. They're like, yeah, but it's 2 for 1. I'm like, I don't care. I just need one. Leave me alone.
One, yeah.
Do you guys want to know what the ingredients of lard are? I read this off the
Animal
top, but I'm
fat.
going to do it again. The ingredients of lard include lard.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's all natural.
Yeah.
does it count as organic? I mean, what, I don't know what the rules are.
It's
Gluten
organic.
free.
It came from an organism.
Gotta be gluten free.
It's from an
Um,
organism, therefore organic.
It's yeah,
That's science, party people.
yeah, no, and there's
I
a
don't
there's a
think
recipe.
that's the science. Like technically it's science, but I don't think that's the science on that.
I wasn't that great in biology.
That's all right.
That's science. Hey, I've got more sugar Q&As.
Yeah.
Want another one? All right. Which came first, the gummy worm or the gummy bear?
Ooh,
bear.
The worm.
Tara's
I'm gonna
saying
say bear.
worm.
bear.
Fair.
Nick and Dino are correct. 1931, the gummy bear. 1981, the gummy worm.
That
I
long?
disagree. I disagree. I think it took several tries to get a good looking bear, and therefore it came out more snake-like first. I think I'm correct.
Ooh, on the technicality, that might actually
Oh,
be
maybe.
that maybe. But then you have to say, like, was it like some sort of octopus rather than a snake, right? A
Gummy
worm.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, I feel like
You don't
that.
get, you don't get credit for prototypes. It wouldn't let talk to me when you got a patent.
National production or nothing. It doesn't
Nothing.
hit the
That's it.
board. That's fair. That's, you know,
Oh, Lordy.
gotta
Yeah.
I
pass
will
marketing.
say-
If it doesn't pass marketing, you can't include
Okay.
it in the list. That's fair.
I will agree that the gummy bears came first then. However, I will say more cost efficient to buy a bag of gummy worm. You're getting more gummy per capita.
You are, yet I will always go for the bear. You're right.
As will I,
always
because
buy bear.
decapitation is fun.
Also true. Also true.
It's true. Yeah.
It's dismemberment made easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels great.
No, it's dismemberment made cute. It's like, you know, it's acceptable if it's cuddly.
That should go on a shirt.
Oh, well, I'm on
Yeah.
it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
but
I,
like
I will merch the crap out of that.
doing a
Murder
spaghetti
made
gummy,
fun.
but doing a spaghetti gummy worm is also a very, very classy form of impressing your friends. The gummy worm.
That's some Hannibal Lecter stuff right there.
That's does that go with a glass of Coca-Cola?
No, that's
candy?
a Twizzler. You bite
Oh.
off the ends of a Twizzler and use it as a straw. But then, you know, diabetes. So
They sell
I
those
don't
at the
think-
7-Elevens here. They sell Sour Patch Kid straws that you're supposed to buy and drink your Slurpee with. I would love to get Slurpee, but I don't go that far.
So
Yeah, that-
those are really good for the first 16th of a sip of Sprite, and then it starts dissolving and you just have this goo stuck to your lips.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I feel
something
like-
Dino is familiar with.
yes.
Listen,
I'm listening.
I had to make choices. I won't say I had to regret them.
We all need money. at
Choices
some
were
point,
made, and
right?
you know what? Mama didn't raise no quitter. Okay, that's just how that is.
That's awesome. All right, here's another weird fact. The sugar candy, the sugar daddy candy, which is a block of hard caramel on a stick, from what I know. Its original name was a Papa Sucker.
Yeah,
It's a crazy name.
yeah.
Not a good name.
Listen, I don't think
No.
anyone involved in that naming process, didn't realize like that was a planned. Hey, let's see how long we can get away with it. And you know what?
Yeah.
Shame on them. Shame on them. That's it's like nowhere. Let's call it a Papa Sucker, and everyone went, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah, no.
Kind of makes you
immediately.
wonder what sugar babies were called before that then.
Oh,
Because if it was a Papa Sucker, I mean, what are you gonna call the little ones?
an accident?
Like a sucker baby? No.
Mommy, see?
Crime in all 50 states? I don't know.
Bait?
Yeah.
Felony in a bag.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know, but they're organic. I know that much.
All right, I've got about
That's the
12
process.
minutes.
Yeah.
I've got about 12 minutes to go on my cobbler. So I think that's a perfect time. Number 12. It was episode 12 when I got the box of salt. Let's check in to see where the box of salt is at. Everyone's excited?
Well, hold on. We should kind of take wagers here, right? Like there's
Okay.
let's be honest, is you've had this since episode 12.
Kyle
Okay.
Petrila came on to make some chocolate halva, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do
Even
you
better
only
for
use
that.
this salt for these shows, or is this also your everyday salt?
This
Fair
is
question.
mostly for the shows. Occasionally I'll use it. I have got a lot of salt, different kinds, but I save this for the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's still 60 to 70% full.
Anyone
I'm gonna
else?
say half empty.
Half.
I'm going to say get out the food scale and I want to know grams exactly. And I say 32.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't even know how to
Okay.
measure in
Maybe
grams.
the
I
food
just
scale.
told a number.
I renamed it the Kyle salt instead of kosher. Kyle Petrila. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna get the food scale. Hold on.
Oh my God, she's doing the thing I said. I was
How much
being
was-
totally just asked backwards. I don't even know how much 32 grams
I
weighs.
know. We're gonna find out. Okay.
I didn't
How much was
graduate
the
to that
full-
portion of drug.
Hold on. How many grams?
I
The
said
32.
32, but I don't know what that's going to be.
I don't know what
I-
a full box was. How much was the weight of the full box? Was it a
Also true.
pound?
Oh, true. Okay. So at kilograms was 1.36 kilograms. It is now at 0.8.
So 32, I was right.
It's pretty close to 75% though.
That's roughly 47%.
I'm about here
Oh,
on the box, if anyone
Oh.
wants to know.
Cool.
But that is not a regard in regards to how much it was, how full it was at the beginning, right? Because it's not filled all the way to the top.
That's true. Yeah.
So if it's
But-
1.36 and it's now down to 0.8, it
Yeah.
means that it's less than, it has more than half of its original portion.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
But yeah, Kyle, this may make 200. If this will go to 212 and beyond, I think. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to buy salt again. I
which,
don't
okay, but
want
if you,
this.
having watched a ridiculous amount of cooking shows, like, I'm like, yeah, but you think that people go through a ton of salt and you're like, it's really not that much apparently.
Most episodes, I need a pinch of salt for the dish. Like for the most part, it's 1/8 of a teaspoon, and that's all I use.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
disbelief.
Look.
Tara's shocked.
It was a whole.
I'm
quarter of a
working.
teaspoon.
I am actively on the clock and working right now. So if anyone from my place of employment is watching, yes, I am doing my job. I'm just also fucking around. But
So,
Oh goodness me.
I
So
am
Nick,
actively working.
Nick, I think that this is a great time to ask Nick, what is the strangest thing in your fridge?
I have no idea because my roommate works at an Asian fusion restaurant and brings home
There you go.
leftovers
Oh, look.
all the time. So let
Let's
us
see.
There is,
Any guesses, Dino?
Human head.
human heads in the box freezer in the basement.
Like a gentleman. That's fair.
I have two best things, I would say, are pork loin roast that we have not made yet.
Fair.
Okay,
So
that's
that's
good.
And this this chicken here, they got a chicken and a quesadilla. So
Nice.
yeah.
That
So,
doesn't seem very
chicken.
Asian fusion, but that's fine.
It's a Korean barbecue.
Oh,
Fair enough.
all right.
Okay.
Chicken and quesadilla was also the name of my high school ska band. I was the quesadilla. I'm kidding. 7 minutes till my cobbler's ready, everybody. 7 minutes to cobbler.
I gotta tell you, I took some major issue with seeing the word cobbler and beef in the same
I
recipe.
know, right?
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
This is not just me. Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
I
I was,
always,
Oh.
as a kid, made cobblers at camp in a Dutch oven, and now as grown-ups, we make them tailgating. We just do it there on the cement. We put a piece of metal down because we're classy gentlemen.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, you just make it in there, and now splash a little bit of Jameson in your peach cobbler after you cook it in your bowl there. Play your tailgating. That's real good on a cold Sunday morning.
I feel like that's a show exclusive. Nick is a wizard. That's what he is. some sort of sorcerer that creates happiness. I don't know, in the wild. What kind of madness you talking about, man?
So
Oh,
Kelly,
geez.
yes.
I have a question for you. Of all the
Okay.
recipes, what comes to the top of your head first? What's the one recipe you'd like a do-over on?
Oh, I
Mm.
know. The macaron episode I did with my friend Kristen in out of Nova Scotia. That was a 2-day event because we picked a recipe that took just a stupid long time. I have not made anything that ugly in like ever. My macarons were hideous. They tasted amazing, but they looked like shite. They were so ugly.
I think taste is more than presentation in some experiences.
I think that was episode 90, but that gave me anxiety like you have no idea. I was so scared.
Couldn't believe that, but I went with a French themed thing there. So actually my calendar for February is just macaroons. Fancy
What?
macaroons. So
No.
like, how do they fall short of this one? You saying yours didn't look like this?
No, they didn't. They looked like a child sat on them. They were just, it was awful. It was awful. Yeah. And because the cookie never even turned out, Desiree Walsh's episode was a hot mess, but a super fun episode. But that did not come together at all. We made like oats. That's what we made, basically. It was a no-bake peanut butter cookie
Oh,
at Desiree's request because she bought too much peanut butter in her grocery order and needed something to do with it. And
yeah, just save it. You just save it and eat it later. It doesn't. It's peanut butter.
For
It doesn't
later.
go bad. You just continue to eat it.
Yeah,
Cinnamon toast. It's great. Maybe a rich
I
cracker.
know.
It's not that difficult.
With a spoon at midnight while you're looking for something else to eat. Just
Put extra peanut butter on a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
a monster, okay? That is a curated ratio of chocolate to peanut butter filling. It is not to be trifled with, sir.
Fair.
You put a spoonful of peanut butter on top of the batter for your chocolate mug cake. So when you take it out of the microwave, you've got an ooey gooey peanut butter center. I call it, ma'am, please contain yourself.
That is genius.
I did it the other night and I'm still not the same.
I saw the face. I saw the picture.
Michael Bolton plays in my head now rent free. That's just, it changed things in my life. Mhm.
Other question for you
I'm a
is-
better person because of it. I'll tell you that though.
Nice. Yes, Nick.
I was going to ask you, what's left on your wish list? Your wildest dream, if you could make anything, you could get any ingredient, spend any amount of money, any length of time, what would you like to cook?
Oh, to cook or to bake?
Either.
That's a great
Oh,
question.
to bake, I would love to make one of those cakes when you cut it open, like funfetti and gummy balls drop out of them. Like,
Oh yeah.
that would be really awesome. I would love to do that. And then to cook, I've never done like a beef Wellington. I think I'd like to do that.
It's really
I would, beef
Very
Wellington.
fun.
Beef Wellington is the real like sane person answer, but the like over the moon, I would like to make a Scotch emu egg. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I think Nick is a wizard.
Scotch emu egg.
Now,
How big is
Scotch
an
egg
emu?
is- You
How big is
you hard boil an egg,
Yeah.
and you cover it in breakfast sausage, and then you
Yeah.
flour it, then you deep fry the breakfast sausage around the egg.
Like a turkey.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
With an emu egg, and then slice it like ham steaks. That would be good.
How much
Nice.
bigger is an emu egg from chicken between ostrich? Like, is it more ostrich or chicken? Like,
It's similar to an ostrich. It's not quite as big as an ostrich egg, but it's a big ass egg. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
a few dozen eggs worth of egg.
Fun fact, Big Ass Egg was my second high school ska band.
Big ass egg is a good name for a band. Yeah.
Feel like Kelly.
Big ass
you-
egg is a horrible body type to have.
Feel like Kelly's marketing department is the same as Papa Suckers. That's the same department. Was like, you know what makes a good ska name?
Big Ass Egg. Yeah.
Papa Sucker more so, I think. And then they mixed it up.
I have 1 minute left on my cobbler. 1 minute.
7 minutes for me. Give me a
All right.
five.
I'll be first out of the gate with mine. My parents have gone away with their bottle of wine, and I don't know where they are. So just my
That's fair. There's public outside. They'll find them.
All the
That's fine.
search party.
Yeah, they'll be okay.
Or just shake a wine bottle. Just ding, 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 they'll come. So,
Tap 2 shot glasses
Yeah.
together.
quick, quick. Yeah, that seems.
Wait, only needed a half cup of the dry red, so plenty left.
Nice. I have a bit of
Nice.
Coca-Cola in mine.
You lush.
I
Black
know.
tea and it's empty.
What does your mug say?
It says a giant cup of I'm fucking fabulous.
As you are.
True
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
It's true.
And
feel like
and I've got
think-
a calendar that tells me I'm a badass.
I have that book.
This is the best book.
I bought the book. I got it for Christmas. That I bought
It's a
myself
great
and forgot I bought it.
What is the book?
The book is called You Are a Badass
Oh,
by Jen Cisnerno,
Ooh,
whatever. But yeah,
I'm ready. Okay.
fair. I have a book of badasses of history that's quite entertaining. You might enjoy as well.
I
Know
I
you're amongst
used
good
up
company.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, the calendar I had last year was called Unfuck Yourself, and now this one's called You Are a Badass. So I figured by unfucking myself, I became a badass. So we're just sticking along with the pattern, you know.
I think that's definitely on the route. Like you would have to unfuck yourself on the road to becoming a badass is pretty fair.
Mhm.
Hey, friends,
Yep.
let me just interrupt. I'm going to do the awkward camera. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, that was good.
God.
Looks
Isn't it
very Cobbler.
beautiful?
I love it. It's
It's
glorious.
gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I love it. Yay.
I need to go change my
Anyways,
pants.
that's mine. Mine's out. So we'll let it cool for a hot sec.
I got 5 more minutes. I just took a peek. I think mine's gonna look pretty good as well. This was a lot of fun so far.
I'm going to take a
Excited.
picture of this, put it up on
Oh.
the socials,
Absolutely.
as you do. As you do.
Yeah. Look
Well,
it.
listen, that's just how it is.
Exactly. Oh, man. Dino, I wish when you come over, I'll make this.
Oh, absolutely.
You can make
I-
lasagna.
I miss cooking parties. Like I always had fun cooking for people, and I would bring like 10 people over, and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna look pretty, but you're gonna eat like a king, and you're gonna be like, oh, I need sleep coma, because this, trust me, I just went all out. And people were like, why is there more food? I'm like, I had an idea, I just went with it.
Oh,
you know?
man, this smells so good. How's your kitchen smelling, Nick?
It is unbelievable. It's really great. See,
Nice.
that's why I like stews and casseroles and things like that, because you got to put a lot less effort into plating. It's just like you can't mess up plating a pot of chili.
Exactly. Yeah,
That is
it's
true.
very true. I mean, I could
You need to
mess it up.
fill it, but other than that, I mean,
I
filled
could
chili
probably
myself
have.
before.
Right. Totally.
I feel like she's gonna like, I'm serving it in mugs. Here you go. That's just- I would eat it. I'd be like, thanks for the mug. Absolutely. I think we should drink more foods and fork less. I feel like that's a fair.
I would put it in my piglet mug.
Exactly.
That's
That's
so
an
cute. And it
enormous
says
mug.
tiny but powerful, like
You put
me.
your whole fist in that mug. That's huge.
There's room left. My fist is tiny.
I feel like that's my normal sized mug. Like, I grab it and I'm like, yeah, no, I look like a normal person. I've literally gone for afternoon tea with Victoria to like in London, where I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to eat with very small cutlery and everything, and I'm like, I'm a giant monster. It's great.
All right, I'm gonna get something out. I'm gonna plate. I think I want to taste of mine.
I want to taste yours. I'm not even there. I can't even smell
I
it.
know, I'm
Ridiculous.
sorry.
Right?
I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna.
How dare you cause a pandemic, Kelly? I am holding you personally responsible.
This is the
You
first
know-
time I haven't cooked along. I'm having some FOMO right now.
Oh, I gotta say, Dino, like maybe about, I don't know, 3 weeks before Toronto shut down, I joined an online dating app because I was like, yeah, 2020 is gonna be the year I look for love. And then the world shut down. I was like, did I do that? Like,
Yeah, sometimes you just feel that way, right? Like that's
yeah, exactly.
like, you're like, I'm gonna buy this stock because everyone's making money, and then it goes downwards. You're like, I broke the internet.
Here's mine,
Damn you,
friends.
GameStop.
Here's mine.
Oh,
That was
man.
so
That looks
good.
really
All right.
good.
Let's do let's try to grab a bit of everything. My mouth is watering. This is insane. Okay.
I do. Thanks.
It's like super hot. I'm gonna
That was
give
the
it
name
a
of
sec.
my ska band. No.
Did you brush the biscuits and let it sit for 5 minutes?
I think it was about 5 minutes, but I brushed with butter, like it said. More butter, the merrier. I didn't actually, you know what? You just reminded me. I didn't do
When
the
in doubt.
butter on the exit.
Add more butter. Yeah.
Add more butter. And
More
it's-
butter.
That's a secret to my turkey recipe. When in doubt, add
Nick
another
has a
stick of
great
butter.
turkey
Oh,
recipe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people put the butter in between the skin and the flesh too, which
Yeah.
that is an interesting, disgusting, but definitely looks like it pays off.
I call it butter boobs.
Everyone's been to Saturday night. That's fair.
All right. Yeah, Nick's turkey recipe is awesome.
Hold it for a second.
The Easter special for It'll Be Fine featured Nick's turkey.
Mhm.
Go check that out. All right.
How is it? It's very hot. We know it's very hot. Two
30
hands
seconds.
have gyrated into the
That
sky.
is so fucking good. Oh my
There you have
god.
it.
Mm,
Let's be honest, it looks delicious, right? Like,
that is like a good first date who calls back and you have a better second date.
Right.
That's what this is.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah. This is I want to see you again kind of food. Yeah, definitely. No. This is good. Oh. Yelled us. Like, this is yummy.
And me and Dino are just like, yep.
I have a nice coffee I poured myself because I'm saving
Air.
money by buying in advance. That's
That's what we
I'm
got?
having air and
oh
disappointment.
my god.
Nick, you're
That looks so good, Nick.
beautiful.
Damn.
Oh wow. Oh fuck
Dang.
me. This is good. Jesus. I really
Uh,
oh man.
I'm not sure if you guys saw this post today, but somebody had posted it on Facebook in one of the comedy groups where they said that, the response when you say like some food is better than sex and someone says, oh, you probably just have never had good sex. Like maybe you've just never had a great lasagna. And I just thought of this when you're like, this is so good. And I'm like, well, apparently Kelly's had that lasagna. Like, hey man. And it's not a shame. That's just I'm like, hey man, that's an achievement, you know.
The best lasagna I've ever had is better than the worst sex I've ever had. So,
The best lasagna you've ever had is
better than the worst sex by far.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
we all know what that fun time is, but realistically, if you have a good lasagna, that's it's up there with some good joy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about sex, right?
Yeah. I really am tempted to be like, no, what were you talking about?
And if I hadn't seen you take a bite too soon and burn your mouth, I would totally be burning my mouth right now.
Yeah, no,
So
take a
I'm
beat.
glad you got a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this
How
is
how is it with the biscuit? Is the biscuit still crispy on top? Is it
it's got a little crunch. It's got just the savoriness of the butter and then the saltiness and this, this stew that we've made with the wine and the broth is just like, it's just rich and salty and comforting and buttery. And this
okay,
might,
that's enough. That's enough rubbing it in. That's enough. Okay. We asked for a description, not to ruin my life. Okay. That was
I can't wait to have Nick try his.
no.
Ready. Mm-hmm.
Again, it's a good one. This might make the football Sunday rotation. You can make it a lot of it early, feeds a lot of people. It's hearty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't do a lot of plating.
Yeah. Have a little glass of red or a nice soft drink if you wish. Or
A bottle and a half of red. Let's be honest. That's
yeah.
a long game. Okay. You got to spread that out.
I am so excited for the halftime show this year. Oh Nelly. It's gonna be good.
It's like what it's Eminem and all sorts of other
yeah.
people
Yeah,
of
Mary
our
J.
youth.
Blige.
Mary J.
Yeah.
Blige and Kendrick.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Will it be as good as this cobbler? I don't know. I like Dre,
Well-
but I think I love this cobbler. So yeah.
Like love.
Anyone-
We make choices.
I
Football
love
fans, anyone care about the game?
Yeah.
Anyone watching? Anyone else?
I will be watching the halftime show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
I
think about
look
it.
like I'm a sports enthusiast, but not really. That's not gonna. I don't care anymore.
I'll walk through the room when it's on, but I genuinely, I don't, football and golf, I just have never, I can't watch it on TV. I'd rather be there,
Yes,
yeah.
golf playing is very enjoyable, very cathartic. It's very because you
I
get to.
love mini golf.
Yeah.
That's my
Yes,
jam,
that true.
mini
Also
golf.
true. But
Yeah.
watching an NFL game is an experience into itself. That is a.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter if you have garbage seats or not. It doesn't. It's a great experience. Just
Because the field is so much smaller than you think it will be, and the
Mhm.
players are so much bigger. It's just
Also
ridiculous.
true.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
true. I cried a little bit. I'm like, this is what it's like when doves cry. 'Cause I'm like, look, giants. They're giants. I'm a giant. Like I couldn't do what they do. I'd fall apart. My bones would just crush, right? But still, I'm like, I'm one of you in my youth.
All right, Nick, you ready?
Here we go. I think it's
Do it.
been long enough. Here we go. Roll the biscuit.
So exciting. I'm so
Really,
excited.
that looks so tasty.
It's
Like
so fucking good.
I really hate you both. Like at the same time, like
That's why I'm
Oh my
focusing
God.
on work right now.
yes.
Like I can't even with you guys. Just 1,
We're
3,
almost done
5,
here.
7.
We're
I
almost
just-
done.
Oh. Are you kidding? Did you hear her? I was like, oh, how is the biscuit? She's like, actually, the feeling in my mouth. And I'm like, whoa. That's a little too far.
So now
Okay.
we're wrapping up the show with who will make a 6th appearance first. Will it be Tara or Nick?
Oh, I'm just not even in the race. That's nice to know. That's good. That's
Well, they're both
You
at
got some
five.
catching up to do, Dino.
You gotta.
Well, hey,
All right.
turtle beats hare every time. So
Hey, Nick. Bon appetit, friend. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just look forward to something, and it's so much beyond your wildest expectations. It's just.
Crying?
I'm trying to pretend crying. I realize I'm not that good an actor, but this is fucking great. So I'm gonna abandon that. This is better than I had any expectation for it, and well, actually, I had pretty high expectations, and this exceeded them all. This is heavenly. This is great.
Is it not? Do you not want to propose to this cobbler? Like,
Mhm.
seriously.
5 minutes is key because I'm not burning my mouth. So brush
Really?
the butter and wait the 5 minutes. I can't stress that enough.
Most definitely.
2 secrets you've learned. Nick is
Yeah.
a wizard of the wilderness, and also wait that damn 5
Oh.
minutes. It will
Yeah.
save your mouth.
And I'm just going to end with a little kitchen tip. We did use thyme in this dish, and sometimes when you buy it, there's just like a ton. What you can do for a little digestive drink afterwards, add this to some hot water and honey, and it's a really good digestive tea with thyme. It's really good.
I cheated and used ground thyme. It still came out pretty good in the end. This one, again, it's not like a souffle where you got to get it perfect. There's a little bit of leeway in the cobbler itself. The dough you got to get right, but
Yeah.
the steak mix is.
All right, friends.
Yeah. Figure it out. I'm eating more of this.
Yeah. Well, everyone, whoever is watching this on the socials and who will see this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching this show. Thank you to my friends for being on this show. I had no plan to make it to like 200 of these, but I'm going to keep going because this is really fucking fun. So thank you all
It's
for
my
being
pleasure.
here.
I'm having me and all the other guests that had as much fun as I did. Thank you so much for doing this. We'll keep coming as long as you keep having us.
Oh, 100%. And Dino, you're going to come back for episode 4. You're going to
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be fantastic.
get there.
Whatever it is. Hey, turtle beats hair every time. I got this. No
Exactly.
problem.
All right. We're going to say goodbye to Facebook. Goodbye to YouTube. We'll see you later, everyone. Bye.
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 All right.